You must know that if you are what you do, then when you don't, you aren't. It's such a simple thing that there's so many examples of people who believe that they are what they do. And then when they no longer can, that is, if they become physically incapacitated, or if they retire, or whatever, they find themselves ready to commit suicide, having an inability to handle it. This is what I was talking about when I was referring to the difference between being on purpose and being on outcome. When you're on purpose, what you do is just a reaction or a result of your purposeful living. The real great lessons that we have to learn, that the whole Bhagavad Gita is based upon, is how to detach ourselves from the fruits of our labor. Very, very tough thing for us to do in Western civilization, because we're so accustomed to believing that what we produce and what we get for ourselves really is a measure of who we are, when in fact that's a spiritual dead end. It's a dead end in the sense that life is what happens to you while you're making other plans. I mean, life is all that you are each and every day, and the outcome is just whatever is going to result from that. But if you attach yourself to the outcome, then your life becomes the waste. The moments of your living that lead up to the outcome don't count. They are called suffering, or postponing your gratification for something in the future which will never arrive, because you'll always then have to have a bigger goal, and you get on that treadmill and never get off of it. The more you know that what you do is just a choice that you're making, and it's just one out of a million options at any given moment. In this moment right now, I could be making many, many other choices. To be playing tennis, to be sitting in my hotel room alone, to be with my family, and I happen to be here, and this is what I'm doing right now. But this is not who I am. Who I am is not this tape product that I am producing. My purpose is to give and to share and to love, and this is just one manifestation of that, one way to do it. And what the outcome is like, what does the product look like? How does it sell? How do other people like it? I'm not attached to it. I don't relate to it any longer. Because when you get on purpose, outcome or the results of your labor just don't matter anymore. They're just not that important. It's even that way in competitive business world, or even that way in competitive athletics and so on. It was, 15 minutes ago that Dennis Waitley walked in here. And Dennis is here in Chicago on the same day I am, and we happen to be here in the same studio. And we were both kind of kidding each other about different programs and so on. And a lot of people think of Dennis and I as competitors. My first reaction when I saw Dennis was to throw my arms around him. My belief is that everybody on the planet who is on the side of helping to improve the quality of life for other people is on my team. So I just met a teammate. I didn't meet anybody that might sell more albums than I do, or might get more notoriety than I do, or vice versa. It's not like that at all. We can kibitz about that and laugh about that. But when you're truly on the path of knowing exactly what you're about, then you welcome all of those folks who are on the same path as you and are helping you. I think all of it boils down to inner versus outer direction. Outer directed people are those who are directed by outcomes. And inner directed people are those who are directed by their purpose, or by their values, or by their esteem for themselves, or by what they feel is what they're about as a human being. Inner direction is the objective, is the goal, to be directed inwardly. But then there are people who are directed inwardly for evil purposes too, so you have to watch that. You have to be careful with that. I completely believe that anybody can change and become anything they want to in moments. And that's what I mean by instant awakening, or satori.
And people ask me, Wayne, aren't you concerned about your reputation? Aren't you concerned about what those people think about you? And I say, there are 2,000 people here today. Now, I have 2,000 reputations going right now. It's true. I have no control over what each one of you decides you're going to do with what I say. My reputation is not in my hands. I have no control over that.